One. We're going to talk a few different topics. I did not go live Saturday, Sunday, but I did go live Monday. So we're going to get into what's been going on, just a few topics to get me kind of me in the algorithm. So thanks for tuning in to Let's Talk About It Media 21. Let me go ahead do my disclaimer. I hope everyone had a great weekend. I did amazing. I got a lot of rest. Had a good time this weekend. Had a great time at the beach this week. So yeah, it's been a great weekend. So I hope all of you enjoyed yours as well. So we're going to get into a few different things. We're going to talk Trump. We're briefly going to talk about the young man that talks about that he is and feels that he's Jay Z's son. He spoke out. A lot of people spoke about that. And what's really going on? Why doesn't Jay Z want to take the test? I don't know if I'll get to the Kardashian thing, but it's interesting when the Kardashians go somewhere, how the press is always called. The local restaurant they went to, if people go to that restaurant the week before or the week after, so there's no famous people going to that restaurant, but the Kardashians always have a paparazzi or somebody taking pictures. Have you ever noticed sometimes even when Kim goes to a certain hotel, she's always got some kind of paparazzi outside taking her pictures? They really love media, and it's a concern. But we're going to definitely get to this Trump thing. He's basically calling out Oprah, Al Sharpton, and Beyonce in regards to remember how people were talking about Kamala Harris having people perform at her events, and many people called that out. So we're going to talk about that too. So let me go ahead, get into here, get my disclaimer going. It's going to take people a few minutes to get in, but they'll get in. But it only takes a few minutes for people to come on in. So we're going to talk about what's going on with him and all that's been talked about. Uh, so thanks for being here, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. All comments are alleged, in our opinion, and for entertainment purposes only. Good morning, good morning. It looks like Vicky's the first one in this morning. Good morning, Vicky. How are you? I hope all is well. Let me. Okay, so let's get into what Trump is talking about. Um, and do you guys have a problem with him calling out the people that he's called out, and you think that it's right? So give me a second. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Like the videos, you guys come in. I was debating whether to go live now or whether to go live at 12 or 1. Yes, release the files. Stop playing all these distractions. And everybody's chiming in for him to release those files. That's the amazing thing.
Incompetent, and she's incompetent also. She had the other interview with the other guy, who was a nice guy, I think, from Philadelphia, from Pennsylvania, and he was a nice guy. He was asking her all these. They don't take like I do. Anybody wants to go. What the hell difference does it make? They have, and how dishonest was ABC? It was 3-on-1. How about this David Muir and the other woman I never heard of? I don't know. How the hell did she get there? I never heard of her. But David Muir, when I say crime numbers are rising, he interrupts me, kept interrupting. And he said, oh, we have it by fact that crime numbers are going down. I said, anybody that thinks crime is going down is a serious brain problem. And then it got announced the following day that Trump was right, that crime was up 45%.
Why are they clapping for that?
And I thought she was terrible at the debate. She didn't answer any questions. All she did is tell lies, bloodbath. She talked about Charlottesville. All these things were all, I hate the word debunked, but it says it. They were all debunked, every one of them. And people, well, the radical left didn't say it, but they've all been fully debunked. All she did was tell lies. But when it came time to ask a question like, what are you going to do about inflation? What are you going to do about keeping taxes low? She was unable to even talk. But the one on Oprah was the worst one, in my opinion. Oprah wanted to climb under the table. It was so embarrassing. She couldn't answer the simplest question. So vote Trump and your incomes will soar, your net worth skyrocket, your energy cost and grocery prices will come tumbling down, and we will bring back the American dream, bigger, better, and stronger than ever before. The American dream. We don't talk about the American dream anymore, you know that? Mr. Congressman, what a great congressman. I'm going to introduce you guys, but what a good warrior you are. Thank you. We don't talk about the American...
Like the like the video, like the video. I don't know why I felt like I'm a little hoarse this morning, but like the videos, you guys come in. Like the videos, you guys come in. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for supporting the channel. Don't forget to subscribe, you guys, as you guys come in.
Boost to her 2024 White House bid. President Trump has the Harris campaign and Hollywood back in his sights, accusing celebrities of cashing in while they were giving a star-studded boost to her 2024 White House bid. In an early Monday morning Truth Social post, Trump saying he's going to call for a major investigation into how much the former vice president's camp paid Hollywood celebrities who performed at her campaign rallies during last year's election. Trump pointing to reports that Beyonce was paid $11 million and questioning
Allegedly.
how much did Kamala Harris pay Bruce Springsteen. Going on to say, isn't that a major and illegal campaign contribution? Those weren't the only celebrities targeted in his Truth Social message. Trump also asking how much went to Oprah and Bono. Last fall, controversy arose after campaign finance records showed the Harris campaign paid Oprah's Harpo production company $1 million. Oprah took to Instagram last fall to deny making any money from the Harris campaign, instead saying, "I was not paid a dime, and her company was paid only to cover the incurred costs of events." Trump's comments come amid a heated back and forth with Springsteen in recent days, with the Born in the USA singer calling the Trump administration corrupt, incompetent, and treasonous at a concert last week. While much of Hollywood lined up behind Harris in the presidential race, Trump also had some famous names backing him. Kid Rock and Hulk Hogan both made appearances during the 2024 Republican National Convention. The White House didn't immediately respond to the Hill's request for more details about what investigative body Trump wants to see take up the issue.
So is he having a lot of problems with people and trying to distract in regards to, you know, everything that's going on? Our topics just being thrown at the wall to try and distract people from talking about the files? Many people feel that way.
Donald Trump is calling out Kamala Harris's celebrity endorsements. On May 19th, President Trump takes to his social media platform Truth Social to call for an investigation into Harris's celebrity endorsements during her presidential campaign, claiming she paid stars such as Bruce Springsteen and Beyonce for their participation. He first takes aim at Bruce, who played at multiple rallies for Kamala, writing, "How much did Kamala Harris pay Bruce Springsteen for his poor performance during her campaign for president?"
I don't know if I'm going to get in trouble for that music. Now, when you guys go back, wasn't there a young lady that spoke out that was like the campaign manager? Didn't she speak out on a podcast recently? And then didn't she kind of out them about their spending? And people were mad about that. I'll have to go back and look that up. I think Kamala's campaign manager spoke out in interviews.
I will work so closely with you, as we always have, and we will win. And we will win. And we will win. And it's so great to be with all of the leaders who are here. This is an auditorium full of leaders, including our dear friend and your old tired show. The same old tired playbook we've heard for years, with no plan on how he would address the needs of the American people.
So we understand that they did not get along. They did not get along at all. Let's continue. Fair use reaction clip. Oh no, that's just gonna give me titles. But like the videos, you guys come in. Like the videos, you guys come in. Yeah, it's good morning. How are you? How are you? Like the videos, you guys come in. Many people are kind of talking about it. It's like a lot of stuff seems distracting. And then even Martin Luther King's daughter was like, release the file.
His sights. What did Trump just, while Libby, the president apparently still has his opponent from last November very much in his sights. What did Trump just have to say about Kamala Harris on social media?
That's right, Natasha. The president on social media tonight repeating his past call for former Vice President Kamala Harris, Oprah, Al Sharpton, and Beyonce all to be prosecuted. This all coming on social media. The president claiming Harris paid for endorsements, going on to say, quote, "Can you imagine what would happen if politicians started paying for people to endorse them? All hell would break out." That is the president's message.
Thank you for liking.
Call from the president Comes after he also called for former President Obama to be prosecuted and accused him of treason for his alleged involvement in intelligence alterations regarding Russia's alleged interference in the 2016 election. That's something the president has been drawing a lot of attention to, and as well as his administration, his director of national intelligence too. And Trump noted on Friday that actually Obama would likely have presidential immunity against any of these charges because of the Supreme Court ruling, of course, adding that Obama, quote, owes him for that decision. Right now, there's no formal investigation currently opened into either of these matters that the president has been drawing attention to. This latest, of course, being his former person he was running against in this past election, former Vice President Kamala Harris. Natasha.
All right, Libby Dean, live at the White House with that. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe.
So let's get to what else is going on. Hold on one second. Like the videos, you guys come in. Like the videos, you guys come in. I appreciate everyone for being here.
Because the guy is still so desperate to distract from Epstein, he took to Truth Social and wrote this. Quote, I'm looking at the large amount of money owed by the Democrats after the presidential election and the fact that they admit to paying, probably illegally, $11 million to singer Beyonce for an endorsement. She never sang not one note and left the stage to booing an angry audience. $3 million for expenses to Oprah, $600,000 to very low-rated TV anchor Al Sharpton, a total lightweight, and others to be named for doing absolutely nothing. These ridiculous fees were incorrectly stated in the books and records. You are not allowed to pay for an endorsement. It is totally illegal to do so. Can you imagine what would happen if politicians started paying for people to endorse them? All hell would break out. Kamala and all of the people that received endorsement money broke the law. They should all be prosecuted. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Which is a lot of words to say, stop asking me about Epstein. In fact, he's thrown out every excuse under the sun to try and distract from Epstein thus far, and the only one with a little traction from the rubes in his base has been Barack Obama. So Trump figured, hey, why not throw 4 other black people, Kamala, Oprah, Beyonce, and Al Sharpton under the bus too, and make it a full house? Let's just double down on every black person I can think of, and maybe that, and only that, will stop people from asking me about the fact that I was best friends with a pedophile and may or may not have engaged in some activity worth hiding.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Like the videos, you guys come in. We got about 158 in the building. Please like the video. Can 100 people please tap the screen to hit the likes? Thank you. And don't forget to subscribe, and thank you. The likes should match the views. Let's get the likes up, everyone. Thank you. It helps keep me in the algorithm. Let's continue. Fair use reaction clip.
And I gotta say, it's working because clearly we've all forgotten. In fact, it's no surprise that Trump felt the need to jump back on the distraction bus, considering even though he's in Scotland, this is what he's contending with.
Are you enjoying the Scottish hospitality?
There were Sky News questions, sure.
Mr. Trump, can you escape the Jeffrey Epstein crisis?
Maybe that's why we held things.
What's that song?
I don't know, it's very famous.
I don't know what that is.
I guess the Scottish press has the internet too. I spoke with Governor Newsom about Trump's desperation to flood the zone with these distractions. Here's what he had to say. I suppose you don't think it's especially presidential to go on some spree talking about changing the Washington commander's name, denaturalizing Rosie O'Donnell, getting cane sugar and Coca-Cola, relitigating Hillary's email in the year 2025, and then, of course, arresting Barack Obama. And so in light of his kind of dissembling that's happening on the public stage, what's your response to what we're seeing from the president?
It reminds me of a punch-drunk boxer. He's just wildly flailing. He's flailing. He's just zigging and zagging. He's desperate. He's trying anything, trying to chum the waters, and it's not working. And normally it works for him. It's not working right now. I mean, that's why he's off promoting his golf courses in Scotland. Get me the hell out of here. Problem is, wherever he goes, his reputation, this sort of degenerate nature of who he currently is, follows him. And that's why I think this one, he's going to have not just some more explaining to do, he's going to have to do a lot more than he's done in the past to be able to dig his way out of this.
In other words, the distractions only shine an even brighter spotlight on what he's trying to distract everyone from.
Even brighter shine on the spotlight, because people aren't letting it go. The one thing that he's had people back him on almost everything else, they're really upset that they said they had the files, will release the files, it's on our desk. Now they're saying it don't exist. Oh, it exists. It exists. Why won't they release whatever they need to release? Like the video, like the video. There's about 164 in the building. If I can please get 160 people to please subscribe and thank you. Continue to hit the like button, you guys. We have 164 in the building. Like the video. Let's continue. Fair use reaction clip.
And yet, instead of learning that, Trump just continues to flood the zone, hoping that it's going to help him. And instead, he's got the entire world now asking the same question. What the fuck is in those files?
Wow.
And frankly, that's the right question to ask, because remember, Trump himself pretended to care about what was in those files when he was running for president.
Yes, he
filled
did.
his cabinet with people who built their brands on exposing what was in those files. He invited a bunch of right-wing influencers to wave around empty binders about what was in those files. He trotted out his attorney general to promise that the files were on her desk. And then suddenly, a complete about-face. Suddenly, this is Donald Trump's new position on all things Epstein.
Sure. And your memo and release yesterday, Jeffrey Epstein, it left some lingering mysteries. One of the biggest ones is whether he ever worked for an American or foreign intelligence agency. The former Labor Secretary, who was Miami U.S. Attorney Alex Costa, he allegedly said that he did work for an intelligence agency. So could you resolve whether or not he did? And also, could you say why there was a minute missing from the jailhouse tape of the incident?
Yeah, sure.
Did I just interrupt for a second? Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? This guy's been talked about for years. You're asking, we have Texas, we have this, we have all of the things. And are people still talking about this guy, this creep? That is unbelievable. Do you want to waste the time and do you feel like answering?
I don't mind answering.
I mean, I can't believe you're asking a question on Epstein at a time like this where we're having some of the greatest success and also tragedy with what happened in Texas. It just seems like a desecration, but you go ahead.
Okay, pass the...
Like the video, like the video. So that was them about a week ago when he got upset when they asked about the files. And he's like, he's surprised that people are still talking about it.
People to move on, but I'm curious, why do you think your supporters in particular have been so interested in the Epstein story and so upset about how it's been handled?
I don't understand it. Why they would be so interested. He's dead for a long time. He was never a big factor in terms of life. I don't understand what the interest or what the fascination is. I really don't.
How does he feel he's not a factor? Everybody in this world should be protecting young adults. Everybody. Let's continue. Fair use reaction clip.
And the credible information's been given. Don't forget, we went through years of the Mueller witch hunt and all of the different things. The Steele dossier, which was all fake. All that information was fake. But I don't understand why the Jeffrey Epstein case would be of interest to anybody. It's pretty boring stuff. It's sordid, but it's boring. And I don't understand why it keeps going. I think really only pretty bad people, including fake news, want to keep something like that going. But credible information, let them give it. Anything that's credible, I would say let them have it.
Intrigue over the Epstein files, but I do want to ask you to clarify something you said this morning. You said this was all a hoax. Has your attorney general told you this was a hoax? What evidence have you
No,
seen?
it's not the Attorney General. No, I know it's a hoax. It's started by Democrats. It's been run by the Democrats for 4 years. You had Christopher Wray and Comey before him. And it's a bad group. It started, actually, look at the Steele dossier that turned out to be a total hoax. The 51 agents, the intelligence, so-called intelligence agents, that was a hoax. It's all been a big hoax. It's perpetrated by the Democrats. And some stupid Republicans and foolish Republicans fall into the net. And so they try and do the Democrats' work. The Democrats are good for nothing other than these hoaxes. They're bad for policy. They're bad for picking candidates that can get elected. Like in New York, we have a communist running. He may get elected too, actually, but he'll destroy the city. No, it's I call it the Epstein hoax. It takes a lot of time and effort. Instead of talking about the great achievements, we've had a great gentleman yesterday, as you know, went on CNBC and he made the statement that Trump may go down as the greatest president of all in the United States. And instead of talking about the things we've achieved, we've had tremendous achievement. They're wasting their time with a guy who obviously had some very serious problems, who died 3-4 years ago. I'd rather talk about the success we have with the economy, the best we've ever had, and all of the things we've done, including the Middle East. I mean, you see it. Instead, they want to talk about the Epstein hoax. And the sad part is it's people that are really doing the Democrats' work. They're stupid people.
So unless you are the world's least discerning human being, that...
The distractions are so real, and it's in everybody's face. But they talked about releasing it. Now they don't want to release it. Let's continue. Fair use reaction clip. Please subscribe, you guys. There's about 130 something in the building. Let's continue to hit the like button, you guys. We have 12 likes. Let's get the likes up. Please double tap the screen to hit the like. Can I please get 100 people to double tap the screen to hit the like? Hit the like, hit the like. It's the thumbs up above the video or below the video. From my analytics, it shows that people are watching from phones and tablets. So it's just the double tapping of the screen. Let's get 100 people to double tap that screen. Thank you. Thank you. Let's get the likes up. 19, and there's 180 in the building. So it's free to hit the like. And YouTube made it easy. Thank you. Hello. Good morning.
obviously raises quite a few red flags. If Trump is going to humiliate himself like this, if he's going to debase himself like this, if he's going to say things that cause the whole world to speculate some...
Good morning, Paris. We finally went to the beach, girl. Yeah, we finally went to the beach. Yes, it was nice. I hope all is well. I hope you enjoyed your weekend. I hope you enjoyed your weekend. Everyone say hello to Paris. She's my one and only mod and my memberships are over there, you guys. There's about 243 in the building. Let's continue. Fair use reaction clip.
Really terrible things about him and a notorious pedophile.
Good. I'm glad all is well.
That whatever is actually in those files must be even worse. That should scare everyone. And clearly, it scares Donald Trump most of all. And that's the most striking part of all of this. Look, Trump has been engaged in all sorts of depraved behavior, and it's all public. We know that he's been found liable of sexual abuse and defamation. We know that he cheated on his wives and other partners.
Allegedly.
We know that he's bragged about sexual assaults in the Access Hollywood tape.
Allegedly.
We know that he's been accused of rape or sexual abuse or harassment of over 24 women. That's all out there in the public. It has been for years. If all of that is out there and had no impact on Trump, but he's absolutely hell-bent on hiding whatever's in the Epstein files, then my God, what could they possibly show that's worse than what we already know about the guy? The reality is that Donald Trump is going to continue trying to distract, but all it's doing is having the complete opposite of intended effect. Some other shiny object like Coca-Cola or Rosie O'Donnell or Obama or Hillary or Oprah or Beyonce or Al Sharpton, he is just telling us, broadcasting to us how desperate he is not to talk about Epstein. And that just makes us want to talk about Epstein even more. And guess what? That is exactly what we're going to do. Donald Trump will surround himself with pro-MAGA media that only asks him fawning questions. He'll ban any real journalists from asking him tough questions. Hell, he'll even escape to a different continent. But clearly he's not going to be able to run away from this story. Where there's smoke, there's fire. And the smoke surrounding this story is billowing.
Like the video, y'all. Like the video. Everybody's going in and they're not letting up. This is the one time he tries to ignore. He's trying to ignore it and people are not letting up. And even as he's playing golf, people are not letting up. Like the videos, you guys come in. Like the videos, you guys come in.
Yeah, I like what the speaker said. I'm on board with.
Welcome back. Joining me now is Republican Senator Lindsey Graham of South Carolina. Senator Graham, welcome back to Meet the Press.
Thank you.
Thank you for being back. So let's start with the Epstein files. Let me ask you the question I've asked everyone. You've just heard my conversations. Do you think that the Jeffrey Epstein files should be released in full, Senator?
Yeah, I like what the speaker said. I'm on board with Speaker Johnson to release as much as you can, protecting victims the best you can.
All right. Well, let me ask you about this twist that happened this week. President Trump seemed to want to try to shut down questions about the Epstein files by accusing former President Obama of treason. This came as his director of national intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, declassified documents which alleged top Obama officials manufactured information related to Russian interference in the 2016 election. Now, Senator, as you are well aware, this actually contradicts a bipartisan Senate intelligence report led by Marco Rubio, which found that Russia did in fact interfere in the election. Do you actually believe that former President Obama committed treason?
Well, I think somebody needs to look at what we found. The Intel Committee looked at the matter, and they said in 2017, the intelligence analysis of 2017 showing that Russia was trying to interfere in our election was real. They didn't achieve their goal. But what she found, Ms. Gabbard, is that in 2016, the intelligence community told President Obama there's no evidence that Russia was involved in trying to change the outcome of the election. And he supposedly told a group of people, keep looking, and the analysis changed. So what we're looking at is what role did Obama play in 2016 to change the narrative that resulted in 2017? I'm not alleging he committed treason, but I am saying it bothers me. It's disturbing that this is new information. And now you got the number two guy at the FBI, Mr. Bongino, saying he's seen things that has changed his life. And I assume now he's referring to Russia. So the best way to handle this is if there is evidence of a crime being committed or suspected evidence of a crime being committed, create a special counsel to look at it. I think that's the best way to go.
Okay, let me follow up with you on your calls for a special counsel investigation. As you know, Senator, there was already a Trump-appointed special counsel at the time investigating the origins of the Russia probe. It did not find any evidence of political interference. And Senator, at the time, you agreed with the findings of the intelligence community. I want to play back what you said at the time. Take a look.
Yep. The Russians did it. It was the Russians who tried to interfere in our election. Every member of the committee agrees it was the Russians. They didn't change the outcome, but they did release information embarrassing to the Democratic Party. It did affect Hillary Clinton. There's only one person in Washington that I know of that has any doubt about what Russia did in our election, and it's President Trump.
Senator, are you now saying that you don't believe that Russia tried to interfere in the 2016 election?
Well, what I am saying is that you left a lot out here. It's called the Horowitz Report. Is the Mueller investigation was crooked and rotten to the core. The Washington Post and the New York Times got a Pulitzer Prize for reporting on Trump's campaign's relationship with Russia. It was all BS. At the time, I didn't know any of that. At the time, I didn't know that they were manufacturing evidence to get fired.
Like the video, like the video. There's about 236 in the building. If I can please get 200 people to please subscribe. And thank you. Please continue to hit the like, you guys. We have 236 in the building. We should be at 100 likes. There's about... The likes should match the views. So if I could please get 200 people to double tap that screen, and thank you. Good morning. Good morning. Please double tap that screen and thank you. The like is the thumbs up above the video, below the video. But YouTube makes it easy. If you're watching from a phone, press 1. Please double tap the screen. If you're watching from a phone, press 1 and double tap the screen, please, and thank you. Good morning.
The warrants, there was a confirmation bias. Durham didn't say there was no political bias. He said quite the opposite. He said every time a FISA warrant was sought in the Mueller world, they got it, and the errors made to get warrants in this space were a lot greater than they were in anything not involving Trump. But what I'm saying is that this is new evidence. This is something I didn't know, you didn't know, that in 2016, Obama suggested, I don't like the outcome that there's no evidence Russia was involved. Well, now we all say Russia was involved, but in 2016, they said Russia wasn't involved. What's going to happen? Let's get a special counsel.
Hold on, Senator. As you know, former President Obama has weighed in through a spokesperson. He said
Good
that's
morning.
just patently false. I actually spoke to Susan Miller, who's a former senior CIA officer who helped oversee the 2017 intelligence assessment on Russian interference. She says it's completely false that Obama or anyone else asked them to change or sway their investigation. She says they all, she says, and she's a Republican, says they all would have quit if that had happened. Senator, are you trying to rewrite history to distract from the Epstein matter, Senator?
No,
I'm trying to let you know and the media know that we found something we didn't know before. At the end of the day, I'm not calling for prosecution against President Obama for treason, but I am calling for an investigation. Mr. Miller also said there was no credible evidence that President Trump colluded with the Russians. For years and months and days and weeks, people had their lives turned upside down, chasing the Mueller narrative that Trump was in bed with the Russians, that the Trump campaign was colluding with the Russians. The only people colluding with the Russians were the Hillary Clinton campaign, and Christopher Steele manufacturing a document to get warrants against Carter Page based on lies and falsehoods. So, yeah, I'm very familiar with it. What you don't seem to acknowledge is there's something new being found. Rather than reinventing the wheel here, let's go back to a special counsel model to look at this something new. Something new is statements by President Obama. I don't like your analysis. Russia wasn't involved here in 2016.
Senator, you're saying there's something new. This report goes back to 2020. It's 5 years old. There's actually nothing new in this report and nothing that changes any conclusion. But I want to talk about Gaza.
Over is new to me.
Senator,
it's new to me.
But Senator,
you're trying to sweep this stuff under the rug, and that's not right.
But Senator,
he got mad when she checked him saying it's not new. Fair use reaction clip. Like the video. Like the video. There's about 268 in the building. If I can get 268 people to please subscribe and thank you. Please subscribe and thank you. The likes should match the views. Let's get the likes up. Thank you. Double tap the screen for me. If you're watching from a phone, please double tap the screen. It helps with the algorithm. Let's continue. Fair use reaction clip. He got heated when he got checked.
You know that at the time you said you did believe the assessments and the multiple investigations. But let me move on to Gaza. Let's talk about Gaza, Senator, because this is so important. As I just talked about with the House Speaker, the world is just watching this humanitarian crisis unfold. President Trump said he told Prime Minister Netanyahu to, quote, finish the job this week. I know that you are in touch with President Trump. You're in touch with Israeli officials. What are you anticipating is going to happen next week, Senator?
Ladies,
like the video. Like the video. Are you guys surprised that he's calling out Al Sharpton, Oprah, and Al Sharpton? But there's more people that had campaign events outside of them. Like the video, like the video. Senator Graham. Senator Graham.
you're in touch with Israeli officials. What are you anticipating is going to happen next? What has finished the job?
NBC.
Well, I talked to Cindy McCain last night. Here's some good news for the people in Gaza. Humanitarian quarters are now going to be open. Israel's going to work with the UN, the World Food Program, to get some food into these people who need it. But I think what the topic we're talking about today is a change in strategy. I think President Trump has come to believe, and I've certainly come to believe, there's no way you're going to negotiate an end to this war with Hamas. Hamas is a terrorist organization who is chartered to destroy the state of Israel. They're religious Nazis. They hold Israeli hostages.
Allegedly.
I think Israel's come to conclude that they can't achieve a goal of ending the war with Hamas that would be satisfactory to the safety of Israel. And they're going to do in Gaza what we did in Tokyo and Berlin. Take the place by force, then start over again, presenting a better future for the Palestinians, hopefully having the Arabs take over the West Bank.
Okay, let's continue something else. Like the video as you guys come in. Like the video as you guys come in. If you're just now coming in, we did a quick overview regarding him being upset with the lady. Hold on one second.
And she's incompetent also. She had the other interview with the other guy, who was a nice guy, I think, from Philadelphia, from Pennsylvania. And he was a nice guy. He was asking her all these. They don't take like I do. Anybody wants to go. What the hell difference does it make? They have. And how dishonest was ABC? It was 3-on-1. How about this David Muir and the other woman I never heard of? I didn't know. How the hell did she get there? I never heard of her. But David Muir, when I say crime numbers are rising, he interrupts me, kept interrupting. And he said, we have it by fact that crime numbers are going down. I said, anybody that thinks crime is going down is a serious brain problem. And then it got announced the following day that Trump was right, that crime was up 45%. How about them? And I thought she was terrible at the debate. She didn't answer any questions. All she did is tell lies, bloodbath. She talked about Charlottesville. All these things were all, I hate the word debunked, but it says it. They were all debunked, every one of them. And people said it. Well, the radical left didn't say it, but they've all been fully debunked. All she did was tell lies. But when it came time to ask a question like, what are you going to do about inflation? What are you going to do about keeping taxes low? She was unable to even talk. But the one on Oprah was the worst one, in my opinion. Oprah wanted to climb under the table. It was so embarrassing. She couldn't answer the simplest question. So vote Trump and your incomes will soar, your net worth will skyrocket, your energy costs and grocery prices will come tumbling down, and we will bring back the American dream, bigger, better, and stronger than ever before. The American dream. We don't talk about the American dream anymore, you know that? Mr. Congressman, what a great congressman. I'm going to introduce you guys, but what a good warrior you are. Thank you. We don't talk about the American dream, right? Anymore. We used to talk about it all the time. Today, they don't talk about it. Don't lose hope. We have to have hope. Don't lose hope. Okay.
Talk about everything, but people are big mad. People are big mad. Let me see. Like the video as you guys come in. There's about 434 in the building. If I can please get 400 people to please subscribe and thank you. We're trying to hit 50K by next month. While they were giving a star-studded boost to her 20, President Trump has the Harris campaign and Hollywood back in his sights, accusing celebrities of cashing in while they were giving a star-studded boost to her 2024 White House bid. In an early Monday Truth Social post, Trump saying he's going to call for a major investigation into how much the former vice president's camp paid Hollywood celebrities who performed at her campaign rallies during last year's election. Trump pointing to reports that Beyonce was paid $11 million and questioning how much did Kamala Harris pay Bruce Springsteen. Going on to say, isn't that a major and illegal campaign contribution? Those weren't the only celebrities targeted in his Truth Social message. Trump also asking how much went to Oprah and Bono. Last fall, controversy arose after campaign finance records showed the Harris campaign paid Oprah's Harpo production company $1 million. Oprah took to Instagram last fall to deny making any money from the Harris campaign, instead saying, I was not paid a dime, and her company was paid only to cover the incurred costs of events. Trump's comments come amid a heated back and forth with Springsteen in recent days, with the Born in the USA singer calling the Trump administration corrupt, incompetent, and treasonous at a concert last week. While much of Hollywood lined up behind Harris in the presidential race, Trump also had some famous names backing him. Kid Rock and Hulk Hogan both made appearances during the 2024 Republican National Convention. And have y'all noticed who he called out? Let's look at the picture. Even the picture.
Donald Trump.
Even the picture's concerning because he's calling them out, but
Harris's celebrity
she had a lot of people doing her rallies. A lot of them didn't care for the rallies.
Calling out Kamala Harris's celebrity endorsements. On May 19th, President Trump takes to his social media platform Truth Social to call for an investigation into Harris's celebrity endorsements during her presidential campaign, claiming she paid stars such as Bruce Springsteen and Beyonce for their participation. He first takes aim at Bruce, who played at multiple rallies for Kamala, writing, "How much did Kamala Harris pay Bruce Springsteen for his poor performance during her campaign for president?
They called it poor.
Accept that money.
They called it a poor performance. And then remember when Beyonce did go up there, they were mad that she didn't sing. Remember that? People were mad and they started leaving when Beyonce didn't sing. They started leaving, I think, when Megan was up there too. Because remember that? Megan was doing those hand signs. Remember that? And remember I talked about how Ice Spice was called out? Ice Spice was standing right next to Taylor Swift and she was doing hand signs and people were booing Ice Spice. Go check out that video. Ice Spice doing hand signs standing next to Taylor Swift. Let's continue. Fair use reaction clip. So she had a lot of people perform.
Such a fan of hers. Isn't that a major and illegal campaign contribution? President Trump then turns his attention to Beyonce, who made a surprise appearance at the former vice president's rally in Houston, Texas, this past October, adding, "What about Beyonce? I am going to call for a major investigation into this matter. Candidates aren't allowed to pay for endorsements, which is what Kamala did under the guise of paying for entertainment." E! News has reached out to Kamala's reps for comment, but has not yet heard back. And Trump's latest social media post reignites past speculation about the former VP's celebrity involvement, which came to a head when Oprah was called out for allegedly taking a $1 million personal fee after appearing alongside Kamala in September. However, she denied all those rumors, saying at the time, quote, "I was not paid a dime. My time and energy was my way of supporting the campaign." And Beyonce's mother, Tina Knowles, also slammed the allegations back in November. Writing in part to Instagram, Beyonce did not receive a penny. In fact, she actually paid for her own flights for her and her team and Total Glam. When do the lies and rumors stop?
Go back and check out Kamala's campaign manager, financial manager, spoke out. I think she spoke out on PBD or something like that. Yeah, so people are calling that out. Okay, let's do some hot topics, trending topics. The young man that's stating that Jay-Z is his father is speaking up.
Is here. I just want to get on here and let everybody know the updates, what's going on. It's been a crazy couple weeks, y'all. I want to let y'all know that I have not stopped my fight. You know, I did withdraw my case. It's for a reason, y'all. It's not because I'm stopping with it or not going to refile it or anything like that. It's just a lot going on behind closed doors. That's only one case that we withdrew for right now. But it's a lot going on. You know how this industry works. These judges, these lawyers, these celebrity people, they try to use all different types of tactics and call it what you want, bully tactics and different types of stuff to, you know, slow it down and just change the narrative. So it's like,
even right there, he looks like them.
Hey, we got to step back and play chess, not checkers. So we sitting back and we just observing everything right now. I just ask y'all to keep the support. Keep the support. I have not gotten any DNA tests. I have not gotten any settlement, anything like that. I wouldn't just take it. I would let y'all know, honestly, even if it wasn't y'all business. You know, you guys been here for me all these years, supporting me. I wouldn't dare just run away with no money or nothing like that. So, no, that's not what it is. But as I said before, y'all, just keep your eyes open. This is bigger than me. This was never just about me. I'm trying to change things for the world, honestly. For the future, we need this to be changed. We don't need to continue to go in these courtrooms and don't get fair due process and everybody don't get discoveries and you just get treated unfairly.
Like the video, like the video.
I'm standing on business and, you know, I will continue to fight. So please don't think just because y'all seen that withdrawal is over. It's not over, y'all. Continue to fight with me. Continue to support me. I will support y'all. I love all y'all. And let's let's just keep moving forward. Let's just do that. That's all we can do, right? Can't sit there and dwell on nothing. As y'all said, I got a family. I got to take care of my family. I'm grown. That's what I do. So it's like, I don't sit there and complain about too much. Try not to complain at all. But what I'm saying is I really appreciate all y'all love and support, and it's not over.
So that's good he spoke up, because some people were trying to say he withdrew the lawsuit because they felt he got paid. He did not get paid. So let's continue with the hot topics, trending topics. We just covered that. She do look like her mama. I did do a short regarding this in regards to Sierra.
We were now inviting Madam Sierra to get her certificate of nationality.
She looks gorgeous. So congratulations to Sierra and her citizenship.
I was with Whitney every
Okay, so let's talk Ray J.
with me. Love Whitney. I was with Whitney every fucking day. She was one of the most important people to me. Niggas is saying that I was in the room.
His cousin.
Bro, that's the biggest cap I've ever heard. I've heard it since the beginning. But when you know the truth, why do you have to jump out there and try to tell it to everybody? So I didn't care about what people were saying at first.
But I think it's important that you use this platform, because one of the things that I was going to hit on is, number one, you mentioned murder, right?
If you look on all my comments,
yes,
every time I go live, anything, you kill Whitney.
Okay.
That happens in spam.
Now speak your truth on that.
Here's the truth. It's not my truth. It's just certain times when narratives are going to the moon, that's not true. Everybody has you have to shut certain things down.
Right.
It was disrespectful for them to have that party.
It's so haunting to me. Here's why. I wasn't even there. I was nowhere around.
Where were you?
I was in San Diego doing a show.
Okay.
The Clive Davis event was the next day. We were going to go there together. And we were going to fucking really make the announcement that, like, you know what I'm saying? We was fucking around. And that we were locked in.
So y'all had a real relationship?
1,000%, bro.
With real emotions?
Bro, that was my people, bro.
And bro, this funky Friday.
Wait,
ladies and gentlemen,
didn't they show him leaving the hotel late that night?
On Whitney. She's Whitney Houston.
Yes.
That's Whitney Houston, but she's Whitney to me, right? And to me, it's just so distasteful for somebody to tell somebody something that the other person can't respond to.
Right.
To me, it's unfair. So I've always just never said nothing. But now that this shit's going everywhere, like, bro, it's just fucking hurtful, bro. Like, when I got back to the hotel, they did not let me up.
Okay.
At first. Until everything was cleared and it was just the family, that's when I was able to go upstairs and see the family. This is you talking like late at night. When I pull up, I got my shoes. I'm ready to go to the event. I just talked to her on the phone. She's not there no more. It's over. Like, and Ray, who is her bodyguard, he found her. And he called me. CNN says Ray J found her. And then 10 minutes later, like, oh no, Ray, her bodyguard. That shit's 10 minutes later, bro. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And
so there's a innocence with jumping to conclusion, and you can kind of see why. Obviously, there's similarities in names, but that was not you.
I was nowhere to be found.
Right.
And I hate talking about it because I got so much love for her. I've never seen her in that state. They never. So to make me that person when I wasn't even there, and then to put murderer on top of that. But I just solely just got away with it.
Mm-hmm. But I think something that you shared with me that I think is important, right? Especially with this, to give perspective. Did you guys do drugs?
I've never done one drug with Whitney. And then when niggas ask me, did Whitney do drugs? I mean, you don't gotta. There's certain things you can ask me, and I'll tell you about me. But You don't gotta ask the other question because you already fucking know. Like, it's Whitney. Everybody knows certain answers. I could tell you about me. Like, I was so fucked up after that shit happened. I tried hard drugs for the first time after the shit happened because I was just like, I didn't know what was going on, bro. I was totally like in awe of it.
Did you
like the video? Like the video.
Whitney? Yes. I don't want to talk about that because then it's like I can never put it like this. I'm way younger, bro. Mm-hmm. She's in control, bro.
So there's that. Okay. So I'm glad he did say he was there that day because in the beginning it sounded like he was saying he wasn't even there at all. He wasn't there. But then we saw the video of him. They had the coat covering him. Then he hopped in the vehicle in the back seat. So it's sad. And everybody talked about how she was with him and how she was with Bobby. It's just sad that that whole situation happened. And it's sad that they still had the party. Where they do that at? Why would you still have an event? That's just crazy to me. So something in that, okay, them having the party seems more weird than they're saying it's Ray J. Y'all still had an event. And then remember how she handed the note to Brandy. Everybody want to know what the note says. And then remember how she was wet. But the biggest thing is, where was her team? Makeup artist, dress person. Where was her whole team? And where was the bodyguard? And how and why would she? And then the daughter. R.I.P. to Whitney. R.I.P. to the daughter. And then Bobby Brown's son. That whole situation, that's a lot of passing for Bobby. When you think about it, that's a lot of people passing. And then remember, not just Bobby Christina, remember the dude that was hanging around Bobby Christina. That's a lot of people, y'all. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people in that line. That's a lot of people in that line. That's a lot. But to have the event and then acting like it's I'm surprised the police didn't shut it down. Nope, everybody got to go until we figure out what happened and why it happened. The event should have been shut down for investigation. It all don't make no sense when you really think about it. And then whenever he does interviews talking about she would have wanted it that way, what? So you saying that's what they should do for you, dude? There shouldn't be an investigation. Things shouldn't be shut down. That's a lot. That's a lot. I did do a short regarding this. She spoke up. I'm not gonna go into that again. Not certain if Layla Ali is gonna even want to have a match with Miss Shields. Allegedly, Miss Shields had a boxing match over the weekend. She was at Little Caesars Arena, and she won. People were kind of like, she seemed winded. Mrs. Shields, she seemed winded. She seemed tired, but she did win the match. Miss Shields won the match. Many people are talking about, okay, people are doing deep dives in regards to his passing. Him being at the event, I'm a debunk something. It's being reported that the police are saying the daughter wasn't there. But let me take a step back, you guys, though. So some people are saying the daughter wasn't near him when he passed. But then some people are saying the wife wasn't there, allegedly. So I'm hearing different stuff. So I can't confirm or deny if all of them that were there, Malcolm, the daughter, and the wife. Some are saying that the wife traveled there but then left, or she was there or at the hotel, and the daughter was near Malcolm. So some people are saying, I posted the short, not a short. I posted a post regarding the police were saying Malcolm's daughter was not nearby when he was swimming. That's what's being reported. So I can't confirm or deny. There's a lot of people talking about the wife right now. What her summer plans were. People have figured out who his wife is. People have figured out who the wife is. They're going through her Instagram. They're going through her posts. They're going through her talking about traveling to Cancun. And yeah, I don't really do a lot of conspiracy theories, but many people are covering who his wife was and what her summer plans were. And, yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. Because you got to remember, and that was many news reports stating that they had saved the daughter on the surfboard. And remember, there was a gentleman that was having concerns too. And remember, he was recovering and then he's allegedly okay. So the story's kind of confusing. And a lot of times I get my news from the news. So if the news is saying that the daughter was there, that's kind of what we went by. Several news media said the daughter was there. Because if the daughter wasn't there, the daughter would have had to been with the mom because she's 8 or 9, whatever, allegedly. So there's a lot of conflicting stuff. Whenever I talk about something, if I say something, then I hear a different side, I try and tell you guys. So here nor there, it's a sad situation. Be careful as you travel because it was being reported that the wife was trying to have his body, RIP to Malcolm Jamal Warner, have his body shipped back to the U.S. But here nor there, a husband is gone. A wife has lost her husband and the child's father. But it's a lot. It's a lot of stuff that's being talked about. But now they're talking about the wife planning the summer for Costa Rica. And people are saying, if she wouldn't have planned it, would he still be here? Oh, everybody, they going in on the wife. They going in on the wife. And it was late. Had my headphones in. I was like, wow. So then I looked at his video and then I looked at the lady's video. She did her video before he did his video. I pay attention to stuff. But RIP to Malcolm Jamal Warner. It's a sad situation. Love on your loved ones. If they're telling you that the waters are rough and there's nobody what is the when there's a guy outside, boss, what is it? Swim guard? I'm trying to think of the word. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. There was no um guard on yeah, out there. So you got to be really careful if there's no guard out there and you're swimming. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, that's not her fault that she planned a vacation, but you know how people are. Lifeguard. Thank you, girl. Yeah, that you know what I'm saying? So some people are kind of like I feel bad because he hasn't even been resting well before they going after the wife. Because remember, he kept the wife and the child private. So that can't be easy. Think about it. It can't be easy for his family hearing everything that's going on. You know what I mean? Couples plan trips. So many people, I feel like what's being talked about, they're kind of trying to blame her, but it's kind of like, what do you do? There's so much misinformation out there. Was the daughter there? Yes or no? Was she there? And even Costa Rica? Or did she leave and then have to go back for him? So there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. So prayers go out to Malcolm. He's mad.
Going to disrespect the Hulkster. That's what we're not going to do. We're not going to be disrespecting Hulk Hogan, the Hulkster.
Okay, so I'm gonna be general. He's mad because people are calling out Hulk in regards to his past comments. I'm not gonna go there.
We're not going to disrespect the Hulkster.
So there's that. He's been talking about Clay and Megan, basically saying he's not showing any disrespect. She could date whoever she wants. Yeah. So this is the full situation. So this one's 9 minutes. I'm not gonna play it. Well wishes to Ray J. Ray J's been tied to a lot of stuff, y'all. When you really think about it, Ray J's been tied to a lot of stuff. Him and the Kim situation, the Whitney situation, how Kim called out Whitney, calling her names, and just him having the different agencies. So many people have been calling Ray J out, and allegedly, a lot of people like to say he likes to trend and go viral for any and everything. Okay, so like I said, for some odd reason, I'm glad they sketched out the child's face. For some odd reason, the K's and the J's like to be at events, and somehow, some way, they have to be calling the media. Because think about it, this restaurant, any celebrities that went, was there paparazzi there that day? So many people feel that the K's and the J's call the paparazzi to be out there. They do. If you did not know, there's a young lady that's calling out the mom, the grandmother, allegedly saying at times the grandmother was rude. But sometimes, have y'all noticed when Kylie is out and about, Timothy doesn't really do a lot of family stuff with her. Timothy didn't go to the Jeff Bezos wedding. Kylie took the children, and it's interesting where it seems like, where's Travis in all this? We often see Travis with the daughter, but why isn't Travis with the children? And many people are calling out the K's and the J's. Let's just go there. Many people are calling out the K's and the J's because they're trying to put the children in media. That's what they're calling them out for. So I'm glad that the faces are sketched out, but have you noticed the mom has been out and about more? Chris has been out more. Chris has been spotted with Oprah, Gail. Many people are saying, are they role models? Chloe and her podcast, people are calling out Chloe and her podcast because if Rob keeps telling y'all he don't want to be a part of the media frenzy, Rob basically wants to be left alone. Why does Chloe every year try to mention Rob, and then that puts him into the algorithm and people start talking about Rob? Rob don't want to be a part of the weekly trending, going viral. Rob doesn't want to do it. And then go back. Kim calls out Courtney a lot in regards to she got married. I listened to a podcast and it talked about Kim and Courtney's husband. I'm gonna be general. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, he's very successful. He doesn't need that. He doesn't want that. And they're mad. They're big mad that Rob doesn't want to be a part of the media frenzy. The K's and the J's want to trend and go viral every month. Wanted to go trend and viral every month, and Rob just not into it. He basically said, I'm single, and he's focused on his daughter. Have you noticed they call each other out when they don't want to go viral? Kim gets mad at Courtney for not wanting to work a lot and she wants to spend time with her kids. Remember how Kim was traveling the world? Every month she was somewhere. Every month, if Kim wanted to be next to somebody that was trending and going viral, that had to be exhausting. And I called it out. She wanted to trend and go viral in regards to Katy Perry. She wanted to trend and go viral in regards to Adele. She wanted to trend and go viral when Usher was trending. And see, she went to the Usher thing. It didn't trend. So then she took Chloe and she took Kimora Lee, and then it trended a little bit. But if it doesn't trend, she'll repost something. But yeah, them K's and the J's something else. And have you never noticed whenever Kim goes to like a hotel, there's paparazzi all out there all the time taking pictures, and then she'll slow down. She'll tell the bodyguards to move out the way. Them K's and J's is something else about media. They want to trend and go viral, and people are calling them out for trying to put the kids in the media because they want the kids to grow up so fast. It's almost like they're not giving the kids a chance to grow up. Okay, you guys, I have to be somewhere. So I thank you all for tuning in. I thank you all for being here. Like the video, please. Continue to hit the like. Don't forget to subscribe. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Use is use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. All comments are alleged, in our opinion, and for entertainment purposes only. That's how they make their money. Those kids should be able to not be a part of their storyline. And the reason why I say that, because remember how Kim was utilizing North on TikTok? Kanye said he didn't want his child on TikTok. How disrespectful of Kim to put North on TikTok, making those silly videos. Yeah. And then I don't really care for how she portrays North. Yeah. And then Chloe, Rob keeps telling her, He don't want to be a part of it. And every year she's trying to bring. And see, Chloe loves to utilize Rob. Chloe loves to utilize Tristan. And then Chloe added Lamar Odom back into the mix. Chloe likes to utilize men to help in regards to her story. Listen to the first few podcasts of Chloe. So concerning. And then would Rob be the way that he is if he was closer to Courtney versus Chloe? That's the big question. Lamar Odom has so many concerns. Chloe, Rob, and Lamar were very close around that time. Would Rob be who he is if he was closer to the other sisters? Kendall, Kylie, if he was closer to Courtney? There's that. And then we see that Chloe has concerns in regards to unhealthy relationships. Tristan tried to tell her he wanted to be single, but she didn't want to listen. So there's that. So go back and look at Chloe's dating history. Go look back at Kylie's dating history. Go back and look at Kim's huge dating history. And then the mom has been with Corey for a very long time, but these girls are expected to date. Real talk. These girls are expected to date. So mothers teach your daughters different. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being here, everyone. Focus on healthy, safe relationships. Be around people that's loving, kind, and respectful. Goodbye. Have a blessed day, Paris. We appreciate you. Bye, everyone.